Hallihallo und willkommen zu einer neuen Runde Tower Simulator 3. Schön, dass ihr wieder mit dabei seid. Ja, seit meinem letzten Video sind ein paar Tage vergangen. Und in der Zwischenzeit hat sich einiges getan. Wir haben das große Update 3 bekommen, mittlerweile auch schon mit Hauptfixes. Einen neuen Flughafen, den werden wir uns dann auch gleich anschauen. Ja, aber nochmal zu dem Update. Die Änderungen, was mir jetzt persönlich so aufgefallen sind, die Hauptänderungen, ist einmal mehr Piloten. Das heißt, wir haben unterschiedliche oder mehr Sprecher, die uns antworten in verschiedenen Varianten, was natürlich genial ist. Und das Zweite, was mir aufgefallen ist, auch jetzt beim Testen so, dass die Spracherkennung sich wesentlich verbessert hat. Bei mir war so, ich hatte bei einigen Fluglinien oder Airlines immer wieder mal das Problem, dass ich mir schwer getan habe, dass die mich verstehen oder dass das Spiel weiß, wen ich jetzt meine. Das hat sich also massiv verbessert. Ja. Und ansonsten schauen wir mal, was dann der Tag heute noch bringt. So, dann gucken wir gleich mal. Der neue Flughafen, wo ins Spiel gekommen ist, ist in Asien. Endlich mal wieder was weiter weg. Und zwar der Tokyo Haneda International Airport. Und den schauen wir uns jetzt am besten auch gleich mal an. Ich selber habe noch nicht gespielt, wie immer. Wenn ein Flughafen neu rauskommt und ich das Video dazu mache, habe ich mir ihn noch nicht angeschaut. Es wird dann wieder lustig werden, je nachdem was los ist. Wetter machen wir wieder klar. Schönes Wetter, neuer Flughafen. 12 Uhr. Und dann fangen wir mal an und schauen, was auf uns zukommt. Bis gleich. Ja, Leute, und da sind wir wieder. Sitzen fest im Stuhl drin, im Sattel. Und dann gucken wir uns mal den Flughafen nochmal an. So, jetzt erstmal das Layout. Das ist natürlich auch schon genial. Das ist, ja. Jede Menge Terminals, schon in der Mitte, im Kern und außenrum. Die ganzen Terminals. Jo, dann würde ich sagen, wir fangen mal an. Die Landebahn 2, 3 zum Landen. Rollbahn 3, 4 links, 3, 4 rechts. 22, 04, je nachdem, wo sie herkommen, wo sie hinwollen. Nehmen wir mal Stadtbahn. Und dann schauen wir mal. So. Der schaut schon genial aus, ey. Boah. Der schaut schon genial aus. Jetzt muss man erstmal ein paar schöne Punkte suchen für die Kameras. Anflug übers Meer. Die 3, 4 links. Da oben ist 3, 4 rechts. Wow. Also der schaut schon richtig nice aus. Der erste Blick. So. Dann machen wir hier einmal. So, mal gucken, was gemacht hat. Ja. Schon das Vorfeld. Nummer 2. Hier schon eine Übersicht. Hier hinten ist nichts los, da parkt noch keiner. Ja. So, fangen wir mal an, während wir die Kamera positionieren.
Ground, Japan Air 39 Heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Japan Air 39 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 39 Heavy.
So. Wäre dann hier.
Ground, Japan Air 115 Heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Japan Air 115 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 115 Heavy.
Ground, Japan Air 659 Golf with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Japan Air 659 Golf, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 659 Golf.
Ground, Indonesia 875 Heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Ground, Japan Air 39 Heavy ready to taxi.
Tower, All Nippon 22 on final 23.
All Nippon 22, runway 23 right, clear to land. No? All Nippon 22, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Negative, I'm in the air. All Nippon 22.
All Nippon 22, runway 23 right. Ach! All Nippon 22, runway 23, clear to land.
Negative, unable. All Nippon 22. Runway 23, clear to land. All Nippon 22.
So.
Ground, Japan Air 215 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Japan Air 39 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 39 Heavy.
Ah, stehen Sie schön brav in der
Ground,
Reihe.
Japan Air 115 Heavy ready to taxi.
Ground, Japan Air 659 Golf ready to taxi.
Japan Air 115 Heavy, continue taxi. Japan Air 659 Golf, continue taxi. Indonesia 875 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 04.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 115 Heavy.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 659 Golf.
Pushback approved, expect runway 04. Indonesia 875 Heavy.
Japan Air 215, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 215.
Ground, Starflyer 23 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Starflyer 23, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Starflyer 23.
So, wo möchte der hin? Da oben hin. Ah, sehr schön.
Ground. Ski mark 011 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Skymark 011, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Ski mark 011.
Japan Air 39er Heavy, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact
Japan
departure.
Air 115
Japan
Heavy,
Air
runway
39
34
Heavy.
left, line up and wait.
Runway 34 left. Line up and wait. Japan Air 115 Heavy.
Tower, Japan Air 626 Heavy on final 23.
Japan Air 626 Heavy, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land. Japan Air 626 Heavy. Ground, Indonesia 875 Heavy ready to taxi.
Indonesia 875 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Indonesia 875 Heavy.
Ground. Japan Air 215 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 215, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 215.
So, da haben wir unseren ersten Start des Tages.
Ground, Air 265 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Air 265, runway... Air 265, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Negative. Runway not found. Air 265.
Air 265, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. Air 265. Negative. I'm not at terminal. Air 265.
Ground, Starflyer 23 ready to taxi.
Ground. Ski mark 011 ready to taxi.
Ski mark 011, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Ski mark 011.
Starflyer 23, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Starflyer 23.
Japan Air 115 Heavy, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Japan Air 115 Heavy.
Nippon 22, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. On Nippon 22.
Ground, Japan Air 647 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Tower, Japan Air 570 on final 23.
Japan Air 570, runway 23, clear land. Japan Air 647, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 23, cleared to land. Japan Air 570.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 647.
Ground, Air 265 ready to taxi.
Air 265, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Air 265.
Japan Air 647, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Negative. I'm not at terminal. Japan Air 647.
Japan Air 659 Golf, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Japan Air 659 Golf.
Japan Air 215, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Runway 34 left, line up and wait. Japan Air 215.
Hier unten ist am meisten los im Moment.
Ground, Japan Air 6290 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Ground, Japan Air 691 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Japan Air 629, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 691, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 629.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 691.
Indonesia 857. Heavy runway 04, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 04, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Indonesia 875 Heavy.
Ground, Japan Air 647 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 626 Heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Japan Air 626 Heavy.
Japan Air 626 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Echo Golf.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Golf. Japan Air 626 Heavy.
Tower, Alpha Wing 282 on final 23.
Alpha Wing 282, runway 23, cleared land.
Runway 23, cleared to land. Alpha Wing 282.
Ground, Japan Air 259 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Ground, Japan Air 629 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 629, continue taxi. Japan Air 215, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Continue taxi.
Starflyer 23,
Japan
runway
Air
34 left,
629.
line up and wait.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000.
Japan Air 647,
contact
continue
departure.
taxi.
Japan Air 215.
Runway 34 left. Line up and wait. Starflyer 23.
Japan Air 691, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 647.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 691. Ground, Japan Air 691 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 259, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 259.
8065, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air 265.
Ground, New Sky 15 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
New Sky 15, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. New Sky 15. Ground, All Nippon 23 Heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Ground, all Nippon 110 heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
All Nippon 110 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. All Nippon 110 heavy.
Starflyer 23, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Starflyer 23.
Tower, Japan Air 690 and final 23.
Japan Air 570, taxi to terminal via Charlie Kilo.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie, Kilo, Japan Air 570.
Skymark 011, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Runway 34 left, line up and wait. Ski mark 011.
Japan Air 690, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land. Japan Air 690.
Ground, Japan Air 259 are ready to taxi.
Japan Air 259, runway 34 left via Alpha.
Runway 34 left via Alpha, Japan Air 259.
Ground, New Sky 15 ready to taxi.
New Sky 15, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. New Sky 15.
Ground, all Nippon 110 heavy ready to taxi.
All Nippon 110 heavy, runway 16 left via Echo Charlie.
Runway 16 left, via Echo, Charlie,
Oops.
all Nippon 110 heavy.
Ground, all Nippon 63 heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
All Nippon 23 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. All Nippon 63 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. All Nippon 23 heavy.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. All Nippon 63 heavy.
Skymark 10. Skymark 011, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching... Nee, das ist falsch. Skymark 011, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ski mark
Japan
011.
Air 629, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Runway 34 left, line up and wait. Japan Air 629.
Tower, Air do 16 heavy on final 23.
Alpha Wing 282, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Alpha Wing 282.
AD16, runway 23, clear to land.
Command requirement missing. Air do 16 heavy.
AD16 heavy, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, cleared to land. Air do 16 heavy.
Ground, Japan Air 317 heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Japan Air 317 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. New Sky 15, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. All Nippon 11 heavy, runway 16 left, line up and wait. All Nippon 110 heavy, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 317 Heavy.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. New Sky 15.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. All Nippon 110 heavy.
Ground, All Nippon 23 heavy ready to taxi.
All Nippon 23 heavy, continue taxi. Hold short of taxiway Juliet.
Continue taxi, hold short of taxiway Juliet. All Nippon 23 heavy.
Ground. All Nippon 63 Heavy ready to taxi.
All Nippon 63 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. All Nippon 63 Heavy.
Japan Air 629, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Japan Air
Japan Air
690,
629.
taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal, Japan Air 690.
All Nippon 110 heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left,
Japan
cleared for
Air
takeoff.
647,
On reaching
runway
altitude
34 left, line up and
1000,
wait.
contact departure. All Nippon 110 heavy. Runway 34 left, line up and wait. Japan Air 647.
Tower, Japan Air 664 on final 23.
Japan Air 664, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land. Japan Air 664.
Ground. Japan Air 317 Heavy ready to taxi.
Japan Air 317 heavy, runway 34 left via Alpha. Ist er nicht gemacht jetzt.
Negative. Known command. Japan Air 317 Heavy.
Japan Air 317 heavy, runway 34 left via Alpha.
Runway 34 left via Alpha. Japan Air 317 Heavy.
All Nippon Air 23 heavy, continue taxi. All Nippon 23 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, All Nippon 23 heavy.
Ground, Asiana 1075 Heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Ground, All Nippon 589er heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
All Nippon 589 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. All Nippon 589er heavy.
Asiana 1075 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 04. Was?
Ground, Air 283 Heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Asiana 1075 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 04.
Pushback approved, expect runway 04. Asiana 1075 Heavy.
Japan Air 647, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Japan Air 647.
So. Japan Air 691, runway 34 left, line up and wait. All Nippon 63 Heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Oh ne, falsch. All Nippon 23 Heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 left, line up and wait. Japan Air 691.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 23 Heavy.
8016 Heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Airdo 16 Heavy.
Ground, all Nippon 589er Heavy ready to taxi.
Ground, Asiana 1075 Heavy ready to taxi.
All Nippon 589er Heavy, continue taxi. 8083 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Continue taxi, all Nippon 589er Heavy.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. Air 283 Heavy.
Japan Air 915 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
All Nippon
Japan
63
Air
Heavy, runway
915
16 left,
Heavy.
land up and wait.
Runway 16 left. Line up and wait. All Nippon 63 Heavy.
Asiana 1075 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Asiana 1075 Heavy.
Japan Air 691, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left.
Japan
Cleared for
Air
takeoff.
259,
On
runway
reaching
34
altitude
left, line up and wait.
1000. Contact departure. Japan Air 691.
Runway 34 left. Line up and wait. Japan Air 259er.
Tower, all Nippon 608 Heavy on final 23.
All Nippon 608 Heavy, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land. All Nippon 608 Heavy.
Ground. Air 283 Heavy ready to taxi.
8083 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Air 283 Heavy.
Japan Air 567 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 567 Heavy.
All Nippon 23 Heavy, contact departure.
Haneda departure on 119.45. All Nippon 23 Heavy. Good day.
Japan Air 259, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. All Nippon 63 Heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Japan Air 259er.
Japan Air 664, taxi to terminal. Japan Air 915 Heavy, runway 34 left, via Alpha.
Runway 16 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. All Nippon 63 Heavy.
Japan Air 317 Heavy, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Taxi to terminal. Japan Air 664.
Japan Air 609, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 915 Heavy.
Runway 34 left. Line up and wait. Japan Air 317 Heavy.
All Nippon 59, all Nippon 589 Heavy, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 609er.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. All Nippon 589er Heavy.
Japan Air 317 Heavy, runway 34 left, for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Japan Air 317 Heavy.
Ground. Japan Air
New Sky
9015 Heavy ready to
57,
taxi.
pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. New Sky 57.
Ground. Japan Air 567 Heavy ready to taxi.
Tower, Japan Air 374 final 23.
Japan Air 374, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land. Japan Air 374.
Ground. Japan Air 9015 Heavy with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Asiana 1075 Heavy, runway 04, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 04, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Asiana 1075 Heavy.
Ground. Japan Air 609 are ready to taxi.
Japan Air 619.
Ground.
Japan Air 609
567
continue taxi.
Heavy with information Charlie. Requesting push
Japan
and
Air
start.
567 Heavy, continue taxi. Japan Air 664, hold short of taxiway Mike.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 609.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 567 Heavy.
Or Nippon 589er. All Nippon 589er Heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Hold short of taxiway Mike. Japan Air 664. Runway 16 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching
Japan Air
altitude 1000. Contact
915
departure.
Heavy, runway
Nippon
34 left, cleared for
589er
takeoff.
Heavy.
Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Japan Air 9015 Heavy.
Ground. New Sky 57 ready to taxi.
New Sky 57, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. New Sky 57.
Ups. Wo? Wieso hat er nicht gehalten? Eieiei. So, Moment. Und zwar ist es hier unten. Aber ich habe zu dem gesagt, er soll hier vor Mike, beziehungsweise wo er hier war, soll er bei Mike halten. Okay.
Ground. New Sky 57 with
ist natürlich jetzt
information
blöd.
Charlie. Requesting push and start.
So, 664 war das. Halt. So, Moment. Na. So, nochmal. 664. Weg mit.
Ground. Japan Air 609 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Ground. All Nippon 87 Heavy with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Ground. Starflyer 47 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Starflyer 47. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Starflyer 47.
All Nippon 87 Heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. All Nippon 655 Tango, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. On Nippon 87 heavy.
On Nippon 608 heavy, taxi to terminal.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. All Nippon
Japan Air
655 Tango.
609, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. 8083 heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. No. 8083 heavy.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff, on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Air 283
Japan Air
heavy.
609.
Pushback approved. Air 283 heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air 283 heavy.
All Nippon 608 heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. On Nippon 608 heavy. Tower, ski mark 106 on final 23.
Skymark 106, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land. Ski mark 106.
Ground. On Nippon 87 heavy, ready to taxi.
Ground. All Nippon 655 Tango ready to taxi.
All Nippon 87 heavy, continue taxi. All Nippon 655 Tango, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. On Nippon 87 heavy.
Continue taxi. All Nippon 655 Tango. Ground. Starflyer 47 ready to taxi.
Starflyer 47, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Starflyer
Skymark
47.
713, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. Ski mark 713. Ground. Ski mark 713 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Ground. All Nippon 655 Tango with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Japan Air 374, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Japan Air 374.
Ist das New Sky oder wie heißt die?
Ground. Alpha Wing 1087 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Ground. Alpha Wing 18903 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Alpha Wing 377, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. Alpha Wing 18903, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. Alpha Wing 1087, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. Alpha Wing 377.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. Alpha Wing 18903.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. Alpha Wing 1087.
Ground. Alpha Wing 377 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Ground. Skimark 713 ready to taxi.
Skymark 713, runway 16 left via Juliet.
Runway 16 left via Juliet. Skimark 713.
New Sky 57, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. All Nippon 87 Heavy, runway 16 left, line up and wait. Japan Air 567 Heavy, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Starflyer 47,
New
runway
Sky
34 left,
57.
land up and wait.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. On Nippon 87 Heavy.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Japan Air 567 Heavy.
Runway 34 left, line up and wait. Starflyer 47.
Ground, Alpha Wing 377 ready to taxi.
Ground, Alpha Wing 1087 ready to taxi.
Alpha Wing 1087, continue taxi. Alpha Wing 377, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alpha Wing 1087.
Continue taxi. Alpha Wing 377.
Skymark 106, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Ski mark 106.
Ground, Japan Air 665 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Japan Air 665, stand by.
Stand by. Japan Air 665.
All Nippon 87 Heavy, runway 34. All Nippon 87 Heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Negative. Yukon command. On Nippon 87 Heavy. Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000,
All Nippon
contact
655
departure.
Tango,
On
runway
Nippon
16 left,
87
land up and wait.
Heavy.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. All Nippon 655 Tango.
Ground, all Nippon 253 Heavy with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Tower, Dynasty 220 Heavy on final 23.
Dynasty 220 Heavy, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land. Dynasty 220 Heavy.
Ground, Alpha Wing 18903 ready for taxi.
Alpha Wing 18903, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alpha
All
Wing
Nippon
18903.
253 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. All Nippon 253 Heavy.
Skymark 106, hold short of taxiway Mike.
Hold short of taxiway Mike. Ski mark 106.
Japan Air 665, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air
Skyflyer
665.
47, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact
All
departure.
Nippon 655 Tango,
Starflyer
runway 16
47.
left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. All Nippon 655 Tango.
So, welcher ist es jetzt?
Ground, Korean Air 2102 Heavy with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Alpha Wing 1087, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. Alpha Wing 1087.
Ground, All Nippon 253 Heavy ready
Skymark
to taxi.
106, hold position.
Hold position. Ski mark 106.
Korean and 2102 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 04.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 04. Korean Air 2102 Heavy. Ground, Japan Air 435 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Japan Air 435, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. Skymark 713, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. Japan Air 435.
Runway 16 left. Clear for takeoff.
Japan
On
Air
reaching
665,
altitude
runway
1000,
34
contact
left,
departure.
via Alpha.
Ski mark 713.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha.
All Nippon
Japan Air 665.
253 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. All Nippon 253 Heavy. Ground, Japan Air 665 ready to taxi.
Ground, all Nippon 853 Heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
All Nippon 253 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. All Nippon 253 Heavy.
All Nippon 853 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 16 left. All Nippon 853 Heavy.
Ground, Korean Air 2102 Heavy ready to taxi.
Skymark 713, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 left. Clear for takeoff. Ski mark 713.
Skymark 713, negative.
Roger. Standing by for new instruction. Ski mark 713.
Skymark 106, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Ski mark 106.
Alpha Wing 1087, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Skymark 713, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alpha Wing 1087.
Japan Air 435, runway 16 left via Juliet. Korean Air 2102 Heavy, continue taxi.
Runway 16 left. Line up and wait. Ski mark 713.
Runway 16 left, via Juliet. Japan Air 435. Continue taxi. Korean Air 2102 Heavy. Ground, Japan Air 435 ready to taxi.
Ground, all Nippon 853 Heavy ready to taxi.
All Nippon 58. All Nippon 853 Heavy, continue taxi. Dynasty 220 Heavy, taxi to terminal. Japan Air 665, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Continue taxi, all Nippon 853 Heavy.
Taxi to terminal. Dynasty
Skymark
220 Heavy.
013, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff, on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure, Japan Air 665.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. Ski mark 013.
Tower, Alpha Wing 2906 on final 23.
Alpha Wing 296, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land. Alpha Wing 296.
Ground, ski mark 013 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Skymark 10. Skymark 013, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Negative,
Das war
am
mir klar.
not at terminal. Ski mark 013.
Skymark 713, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left, cleared for
Alpha Wing
takeoff.
377,
On reaching
runway
altitude
16 left, line up and
1000,
wait.
contact departure. Ski mark 713.
Runway 16 left. Line up and wait. Alpha Wing 377.
Ground, EVA 191 heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
EVA 191 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 04.
Pushback approved, expect runway 04. EVA 191 heavy.
Ground, ski mark 013 ready to taxi.
Skymark 013, runway 16 left via Juliet.
Runway 16 left, via Juliet. Ski mark 013.
Alpha Wing 377, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Alpha Wing 377.
Alpha Wing 1893, runway 16 left, land up and wait.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. Alpha Wing 1893.
Tower, Omnipon 56 heavy on final 23.
Oh, Glück gehabt. Jetzt dachte ich, die zwei knutschen sich hier. Aber die haben sich gegenseitig in die Augen geschaut und dann doch lieber gewartet. Sehr gut.
Ground, Japan Air 117 heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Korean Air 2102 heavy, runway 04, cleared for takeoff, upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 04, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Korean Air 2102 heavy.
Alpha Wing 1893, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alpha Wing 1893.
Ground, EVA 191 heavy ready to taxi.
EVA 191 heavy, continue taxi. Omnipen 253 heavy, runway 16 left, line up and wait. Japan Air 117 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Continue taxi. EVA 191 heavy.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. All Nippon 253 heavy.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 117 heavy.
Ground, all Nippon 721 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
On Nippon 56 heavy, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, cleared to land. All Nippon 56 heavy.
Alpha Wing 296, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Alpha Wing 296.
Dynasty 220 heavy, cross runway 34 left.
Cross runway 34 left. Dynasty 220 heavy.
On Nippon 253 heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Japan Air
On reaching altitude
435,
1000,
runway
contact
16 left, line up and
departure.
wait.
All Nippon 253 heavy.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. Japan Air 435.
Tower, Japan Air 186 on final 23.
Japan Air 186, runway 23, clear the land. On Nippon 721, pushback approved, expect runway 16 left.
Runway 23, clear to land. Japan Air 186.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 16 left. All Nippon 721.
Ground, Japan Air 117 heavy, ready to taxi.
Japan Air 117 heavy, runway 34 left via Alpha.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 117 heavy.
Japan Air 435, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Okay.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
Das war ein
1000,
Tick zu viel.
contact departure. Japan Air 435.
Das war ein Tick zu früh. On Nippon 853 heavy, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. All Nippon 853 heavy.
Ground. All Nippon 721 ready to taxi.
On Nippon 721, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. All Nippon 721.
On Nippon 853 heavy, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
Skymark
On reaching altitude
013,
1000,
runway 16 left, line
contact
up and wait.
departure. All Nippon 853 heavy.
Runway 16 left, line up and wait. Ski mark 013.
On Nippon 56 heavy, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. On Nippon 56 heavy.
Japan Air 117 heavy, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Japan Air 117 heavy.
Tower, Japan Air 902 heavy on final 23.
Japan Air 902 heavy, runway 23, clear the land.
Runway 23, clear to land. Japan Air 902 heavy.
Ground, Japan Air 515 heavy with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Japan Air 515 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air
Skymark
515 heavy.
013, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ski mark 013.
EVA 191 Heavy, runway 04, cleared for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 04, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. EVA 191 Heavy.
So, den schauen wir uns noch an. Und dann hätte ich gesagt, dann machen wir Feierabend. Also zum Fazit von dem Airport. Ist ein Riesending. Es macht Spaß. Ist auch ein wenig herausfordernd. Nicht ganz so extrem wie manch andere Flughäfen, aber immerhin. Also langweilig wird sie auch nicht. Und ich denke auch ein schöner Airport für Multiplayer.
Ground, Starflyer 13 with information, Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Ground, Japan Air 515 Heavy ready to taxi.
Aber gerade so. Hohohoho. Holla die Waldfee. Also dann, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und bis zum nächsten Mal.